Could you please spell out the repository name for me, including any special characters?
AGENTS.
Thank you for the spelling. I will now check the number of branches in the getstream/vision-agents repository.
The demo you just saw is a voice-controlled MCP AI agent. Let's look at how to build it in Python using Vision agents. The demo shows how the OpenAI real-time API can be used with GitHub MCP tools for real-time function calling during live conversations. The agent can interact with GitHub repositories, create issues, pull requests, and more. You can interact with the agent using voice commands through the OpenAI real-time API. So to run the demo successfully, you should have an OpenAI API key, Stream API key and secret, and GitHub access token. Next, you should initialize a new Python project using UV with this command. Then you install Vision Agents. Once you run this command to install Vision Agents, it will bring in only the core SDK components. So you need to install plugins separately. For this demo, we need to install the GetStream plugin as well as the OpenAI plugin by running this command. Next, you should launch your favorite editor and add all the following imports. For this example, I have also stored all the API credentials in my shell profile. So once we run this Python script, it will pull all the necessary credentials from my shell profile. Next, we create a main async function and configure how we want to run the AI agent. So we should get the GitHub access token from the environment variable. As I told you before, I have already set that in my shell profile. Next, we create the MCP server and add all these parameters so that the agent can interact with any GitHub repository. We also get the OpenAI API key as well as the stream credentials from the environment and create an instance of the OpenAI real-time API by specifying the model we want to use. Next, we specify the transport and agent user. So over here, we use GetStream for audio and video communication and specify the agent as a user in the system and add a metadata for the agent. Next, we should create a new agent using the agent class by specifying all these parameters. We add the edge network, the LLM we want to use, the agent, and detailed instructions. In an ideal situation, you can add the instructions in a markdown file so that you reference it here. Once you define the agent, you can also add an optional processor. You can integrate processors for a voice AI application that requires you to process video frames in real time. The last parameter to add is the GitHub MCP server. The next thing to do is to create a new video call and join it so that once we run the Python script, it will launch a web UI to interact with the voice agent in real time. Lastly, we have to do some error checking and clean up resources. So I'll bring the integrated terminal with control and backtick and run the Python script.
Could you please spell out the repository name for me, including any special characters?
VISION with a dash symbol AGENTS.
Thank you for the spelling. I will now check the number of branches in the getstream/vision-agents repository. Just a moment. The getstream/vision-agents repository has 9 branches. Is there anything else I can help you with?
How many pull requests?
Do you mean the number of open pull requests in the getstream/vision-agents repository?
Yes.